Welcome to Mashinani Talk Show. I'm your host Doreen Leidura, and today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic on waste products and waste management. I will define management of waste products as the proper management of waste. And before I continue, I have a guest. He is a health officer from Wamba Catholic Hospital. Welcome and introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. I'm Edwin Lekanapal from Wamba Health Center, and I'm really happy to be interviewed today.
Welcome. And I have these questions now that this issue has been raised by the residents from Wamba. What can be the cause of mismanagement of waste products?
Human beings are mostly the cause of all this waste management, and I think that's...
On my next questions, what are the effects that these waste products bring to people, especially the residents around Wamba, now that you are the health officer and you have been receiving so many cases lately about the casualties due to the effects on the waste products?
Thank you very much. I think we are going to highlight two of the major problems of waste management. And the first one is just the poor hygiene. Once we dispose our own waste improperly, we can get a result of diarrhea and other non-communicable diseases.
Okay, on my next question, do you find it healthy in terms of hygiene as far as our health is concerned? And how should they manage their waste products, especially people operating in places like hotels and they are disposing waste products near the residential areas? How are they going to do about it so that to respect their health?
Absolutely, they are supposed to have the pits. And in order for them to get all the guidelines from the health, we have to create awareness to the communities, both the effects and the importance of observing the hygiene, especially on human beings. As you understand that there is three major types of environmental pollution. There is air and sun pollution. Once we observe it, we are ready to receive good hygiene. So what is supposed to be done, we have to do mobilizations on starting from the chief, from the village admins, and other stakeholders. We come together and we have to discuss what is the way forward after that.
Okay, thank you so much. And do you feel like the government is also contributing to that? Because now that they have authority to even create and make dams, the government is also contributing to the pollution of the environment.
I don't think so, because the first thing, the community surrounding itself, the government did awareness, and the human beings is the problem, especially the community within the Wamba location, because they don't follow the guidelines from the Ministry of Health. As far as we normally have Malezi Bora, we recruit the CHPs, we have the nurses, we have the non-governmental organizations. So all of them, they come together, and we said we must fight this waste management, and at least we achieve goals on it.
Lately, have you ever conducted any mobilization concerning the issue that is going on right now?
Yes, we did it. I think 2024 on October, we have Malezi Bora. So once it started, we have to start from the children's, especially youths also, and other CBO groups.
Now that you did the mobilization and you create awareness, and we're still having the same issue affecting the residents today. Even today in the morning as I was working in the studio, I found a young woman going to the hospital, and I asked her what was the issue, and she told me that her kid just collapsed, and when she went to the hospital, she collapsed because of cholera, and the main cause of the cholera is the water that runs through the heap of waste products to where the source of water is. And you see now we still have the problem, and how are we going to do about it?
Okay, everything requires an effort. And once I start a first step today, I can't change the world onwards. But what we need to do, there is a surveillance. Once there is an outbreak, you have to raise an alarm as a community member, so that even as you can get the information from the communities who are within the environment.
Okay, thank you so much for your information. But kindly, there are those people who live around that area where the heap of waste is being drawn all over from the market. What are they going to do now that the government is not taking as possible?
Hey, what we have to do is that we have to start mobilizing our own community, also health workers, and we come together the shifts, and we get to know what's the cause of the problem. Because for now, you might just pass there in the morning. As you know, we are ignorant, and a human being is just to error. So what we need to do, we have to put an effort.
You already conducted the mobilization. You have reached out to the area chief. You have done everything that you can, but you as the health officer, you are being affected indirect. Now that each and every time you are receiving casualties on the same issue, I think there's something else you can do, or rather you come up with a new model of handling this issue.
That's a good question. What we need to do is we have to follow the guidelines of Ministry of Health, so that whenever we get, we do what we call surveillance. Once we come there and we observe there is an hotel that's not having the licensed practitioner on health, we have to close that place.
Okay, now my big questions now comes in is that these people who are operating in the hotels, some of them are illiterate, and they just see what other people are doing and they do it unknowingly. They don't know there is something like guidelines or so to follow up.
Good. So what we need to do, you have to follow the principles and ethical of professionalism. You have to know what are you doing there. Are you coming to poison the entire community, or you're just coming there to do your own interest? If you can't follow the guidelines, you have to quit and give those who can follow it, because of the health safety first.
Yeah, but it's not their problem. What I'm trying to tell you is that they are illiterate. They know nothing about education. They are not educated at all. They are just doing this act because other people are doing it.
That's good. We have to give what we call motivationals, and we have to give them that's what we call empowerment. We have to empower them so that they can cope with the system. There's no way you can wake up today and say that because I don't understand to read this, and I have to do it. And because you need to get an idea and a knowledge. So the first thing you have to do is just to motivate that person and empower.
My final question to you is that now that we have already seen the problem, you know how to handle it. How long are you going to take to inform them about this issue that you are currently talking about? Because as we speak here, even right now, there's still that heap of garbage there. How are we going to do it today or tomorrow?
There is no way you wake up today and say, this is what I do and it must be done. No, there is a process that you need to trust it.
I think our time is almost over, and we are going to talk and elaborate more on this next time, guys. Follow us on our Instagram page, Mashinani Show. I'm your host, Doreen Leidura, and he has been my guest.
Lekanapal Edwin.
Thank you so much, and see you next time.